Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And really excited, Kaldheim is coming out. The spoilers are probably fresh. You guys are getting a bunch from as this video is coming out right now. But we are still in the January standard before Kaldheim officially comes out. And so I got a sweet deck for you guys today. One that's really exciting and something that will help you rank up into Mythic as you guys are still going throughout this season, trying to wait up for Kaldheim to come out. And of course, if you do rank up to Mythic, you get a bunch of extra free cards. So hopefully this deck helps you guys out, as well as just something that's different than what's in the meta. And this deck I found to be very, very powerful, something that has worked really well. You can probably see, if you've seen some of my other decks, that it's pretty similar to the historic mono green or the mono green Planeswalkers deck that I've played in the past. This is basically the standard version of that. We have Ugin, we don't have Nissa in the 5-drop slot, but we have Vivien, which is just about as good. And the basic idea of this deck is just to kind of curve out, ramp up a little bit with the cards that we have. I at first put in like a ton of ramp into this deck. Then I realized that just Lotus Cobra and Tingle Hedron and Cultivates Llanowar Visionary, just a few pieces in here, 12 altogether, to help us ramp up, do get us enough to be able to hit Vivien occasionally on turn 3, but more often turn 4, which is so really, really nice to start just creating 3/3 beasts every single turn, using the -2 ability to go find some extra stuff with Elder Gargaroth. We don't have a ton of extra creatures in the deck. We're really not a creature heavy deck. Our main win conditions are Garruk and Ugin, the Spear Dragon. But what I found with this deck is that it does really well against the Gruul aggro decks, because we have tons and tons of removal in the deck. Does really well against the mono white decks because we can grind out value more than they can, and we're playing a bunch of 5-drops, which dodges the Skyclaw apparition or whatever it's called. That just kind of takes out all the 4-drops and less. And so all of our big threats are 5-drop and above. And so this just fits right into that realm really well. With rogues, I found that I'm never dying to their creatures because of how much removal we have. If we are losing to rogues, it's because of the mill effect. I'm not typically showing up my rogues games against for you guys, just because from what I've heard in the comments and what I've done in polls, about 80% of you would prefer to just not believe that rogues exist. And so for the entertainment side of this, I'll probably cut out most of the rogues games that I have, unless it's a really, really good one, good or bad. That's really what I care about, is just making sure that I bring you guys the most entertainment as possible, and just trying to make this video as good as possible for you guys. So if you guys would please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, I definitely appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below what things you guys find the most entertaining, and that really helps me out. So just in the rest of this deck, so basically Temple of Malady, Indothid Triomes, Fabled Passages, 4 of each of the swamps, only Castle Locthwains. Yeah, we can probably ramp up a little bit with the Castle Garenbrig, but the occasional times that it comes in tap just is not worth it for us with this deck to just not. I'd rather just ramp up other ways. Lotus Cobra is awesome for us, Tingle Hedron. As far as removal goes, Bloodchief's Thirst just hits everything. One Murderous Rider, just to be able to hit something else of lifelink for us if ever we're like casting Elder Gargaroth with our Vivien's -2 ability to be able to go grab another creature. Typically we want Llanowar Visionary, but every once in a while just having some lifelink to block with is really nice, that grindy value there. And then of course Agonizing Remorse, Cling to Dust, be able to kind of go up against rogues a little bit better. Also just steals other things from graveyards every once in a while, which is really, really nice. And also I just found the card draw and the life gain every once in a while just perfect for our deck to kind of have extra grind out value. So Cling to Dust, a pretty good main deck card, surprisingly enough. 2 Mazemind Tomes, really necessary. Heartless Act. I initially didn't have the Mazemind Tomes, and I just was really feeling empty in the 2-drop slot for card draw, everything like that. And just having this and Castle Locthwains for card draw, we can end up drawing sometimes 3 cards a turn in the late game against more grindy decks. And I've had that win me games multiple times. Aghanim's Awakening to bring back a few extra of the creatures that we do have. Only one of, no reason to have multiples. Murderous Rider, Cultivate, Llanowar Visionary, of course, with the ramp package. Hagra's Mauling, I love this card. Honestly, I'm almost wanting to go up to more copies, just because, yeah, it's 4 mana, but it destroys creature, and every once in a while it costs a little bit less, which is nice, and it's a land, so perfect. Extinction Event, 3 of, just hits all the things that are harder to kill. We're fine getting rid of our creatures to make sure that as long as we're getting up to 5 mana, 6 mana, we should be able to take over the game before too long. And then that's basically it. Like that's what the deck does. Let's go ahead and jump into gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Up against Miluet, and no untapped land is a little bit awkward, but tons of ramp in the hand, and then Bloodchief's Thirst. Like honestly, in standard, there's not typically going to be a ton of untapped lands, and I'm fine kind of waiting to see if we find another one. So sure, I suppose. Opponent shuffles or mulligans. Mulligans again. We're on the play, so they've only mulliganed one time. Got my creepy card art here. Do we get a free win here? No, okay. It's always close. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the Tingle Florhesion first. I don't want to shuffle. I want to see if I can actually find a land here off the top. That'd be really nice to get out of Cobra before the 2 Fabled Passages. Bummer. All right, pass the turn. All right. Swamp. We do get to Bloodchief's Thirst that, which will be nice. I may go for Llanowar Visionary if we hit a land here. Well, no, because now we actually do get to play Bloodchief's Thirst, or I get to play both of these guys. I guess that's also really good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Lotus Cobra number 2. Pass the turn. Pretty good start. We're fine taking a bigger hit from an elemental here to be able to ramp out, play out all of our card draw stuff. Yeah. Fabled Passage gets in for a massive hit. Only 2 mana. I think Bone Crusher Giant's the thing we want to see the least. Yeah, take 5. Down to 14. What you got, sir? Another elemental. They do have a Stompy Boy. That's fine. Like, we still have so much mana ramp here. It's okay. Actually, what do we may not want to Fabled Passage just yet. Let's see. Mazemind Tome. Actually, we get to play out our entire hand if we do this. So yeah, let's do that. So add black. Bloodchief's Thirst. Kill the elemental. Activate. Grab another forest, actually, because we have swamp in hand. I guess we have Llanowar Vision to add us a little bit more, but that's fine. All right, Mazemind Tome. And let's actually scry here now before we draw the card. Don't want that. Good thing we did. All right. Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. Florahedron, not amazing or anything. Down to 18, pass the turn. And I mean, not a ton of cards in hand now, but we do have lots of stuff on board that helps. And if we find like a Garruk next turn, we can play it. So good stuff. Mammoth. Cool, 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 cool. Let's add green mana. Draw a card first, just because this is the cheapest thing that we can do. Extinction Event. Llanowar Visionary. Florahedron just for a chump blocker for the Mammoth. There we go. We got to the Gargaroth. I mean, if we also find an Ugin off the top, that's not bad. No attacks. Now we definitely have enough mana for that. And honestly, Cobra becomes a little bit worse. Not having lands in hand. These guys actually ramp us up while this doesn't. So maybe... we'll put the Florahedron in front one more time. Gargaroth should be able to stop most of their stuff. Garruk is also really good. Embercleave is probably the only thing that we'd be most worried about after this. One less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about. We can play Gargaroth and draw a card with Mazemind Tome, which might just be the better play because this has more like effects and triggers. It also lets us know if they have an Embercleave here a little bit better. Let's pass the turn. I know that's kind of a weird play. Garruk is probably the usually thing you want to play down first, but I think I do want the value from Gargaroth out first this time, just with the board state that's out. Extinction Event's a little bit awkward since everything is odd Cobra mana cost at the moment, though. Yeah, landfall up to 5. What's the last card in hand? If they swing in, I'm guessing it's definitely an Embercleave. Interesting. Oh, an Ooze. Mr. Skews. Alrighty. Please swing in. Oh man. Ugin. All right, so extinction event, not quite to the Ugin here. Cultivate gives us 2 landfall triggers, which gives us 2 extra mana for Garruk. Extinction event here could hit the even cards. Now let's just go for Garruk and some ramp. Yeah. Play out Garruk. Now we have enough mana to get out the Ugin as well in the next turn. Which then do we want to discard stuff? No, I think I'd rather get up to the loyalty. So we'll just play this out. -3 would be sweet here with the Ugin. And we will pass the turn. Do I want to swing in and draw, get rid of anything else? I think I'd rather try to keep Ugin alive. Scavenging Ooze gets bigger. Only 1 more target. Can get up to 5/5. Yep, that's cool. That's cool. Another skews. Okay. Do I want to draw with this Mazemind Tome, or do I want to just scry here? Let's go ahead and gain life. Try to hit something good off the top. If we can have an extra thing in hand after the Ugin, that's pretty good. Not a cultivate. To the bottom. It's kind of funny. I've never tried it, but we could also destroy the wolf here. Let's also get out the Triome actually for some mana ramp. Actually, what are we ramping into? Extinction event? No. So maybe I just hold off on that. Yeah, I play out the Ugin. -3. We lose a lot of our board too, but we keep Gargaroth, Ugin, and Garruk, which is, I mean, awesome. Garrick, whatever people say I should say it as. Yep, that's good. Swing with Gargaroth. Do I create just a big board so I can swing in with? Like, honestly, yeah. I think going hasty here, not letting him have a chance to come back is the best play. Pass the turn. Because we have 3 damage here, an extra 4 damage every turn there. Yeah, so tick up. Don't tick not up and swing in and create another 3/3. Say good game. Sounds good. And that's game. Sweet. Not too shabby at all. Dude, this deck is so good when it goes off. It is powerful. I like it a lot. All right, we get some Mononoke, and yeah, Cultivate turn 3 is nice with some removal. Get a guarantee get up to or 5 stuff as long as it doesn't get countered, and we'll keep a Florahedron. Heck yeah, heck yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's check Beast. Hello, how the heaven are you, good sir? Florahedron, pass the turn. Rude. Ah. Jerk. All right, Cultivate. Honestly, maybe we just want Cultivates, more copies of Cultivates in this deck, because there is enough like interaction and stuff out and about that maybe that's just the best thing we can be doing every time. Oh, this is different than what I was expecting. Rook is going to be huge. I think what we do is we play Vivien so we can -2 the Gargaroth on the next turn. And we'll give Vigilance a reach. We're just chump blocking, I believe, regardless. So we're hoping it doesn't die to a Brazen Borrower here. Maybe it was better to Gargaroth. I just figured Brazen Bar would be more annoying, and this is the highest upside for sure. All right, sweet. So yeah, definitely chump block. Killing the 1/1 was tempting.
Nothing a poultice can't heal.
If we hit land, this is a tapped land here, so we know we're not hitting land. Okay. Holding up a lot of mana. We actually want to draw what's on top. So I think what we do is we actually play Florahedron out as a land. We tick up for Vigilance. What about Reach? Brazen Bar is annoying. Let's go Reach. And Gargaroth. Disruption. Rude. Brazen Bar. All right. Well, at least we get mana for Garuk. Yep. Swings both there. Not very efficient.
Beaten, but not extinct.
Edgewell Innkeeper can flash in the Brazen Borrower. Does not. All right, well, we have the Ugin to get to. So basically all we're doing now is slowing the game down as much as possible. So hopefully no more counter spells. Slow the game down. They're 2 lands away from Turn Timber, or from the Genesis Ultimatum. So should be good. I mean, that's the dream. We have to hit a land at some point too. Yeah, getting loyalty onto the Garuk is pretty sweet too from these guys dying. Swings there, swings there. Block. Could let that through. Nah, we'll just block. Loyalty on the Garuk. We can play out the other Garuk and make these guys 5/5s with his ultimate. Edgewell Innkeeper. I mean, any creature we play suddenly has a lot more value. So sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and emblem. Okay, holding up a lot of mana. If we can Maze Mine Tome and kill something, or just play out the Murderous Rider here too. All right, Murderous Rider kills Lovestruck Beast. We don't have enough black mana to play it out. But that slows him down, hopefully, enough. Maze Mine Tome. Digging for lands. Brazen Borrower. Yep, draws 2 cards. Probably has the mana now for Genesis. Pass the turn, and so yeah, that maybe that was a little bit too greedy of a play. Lovestruck Beast draws more cards. Only has 1 green mana still. That's what they're showing. Tons of card draw though. Come on, Ugin, you can do it. I believe in you. I was gonna like hover over my hand in the token to see if they would try to go for something else there. Didn't work. Down to 7.
I'll try my luck elsewhere.
Are we dead? We can hopefully gain 4 life at some point. Maybe it's just playing out Murderous Rider here, or just another land, another creature. Honestly, draw Vivien. Lifelinker's nice. If it survives and doesn't get Brazen Borrowered, then we can block and gain 4 life. They probably can't swing in at, on the ground. Vivien makes some one big creature. Garruk gets 2 blockers for us, though. So I think it has to be Murderous Rider or the Garruk. Which, if we hit land, we can play... we can't really do much of anything. I think this is our only shot, actually, is Murderous Rider. And it has to not get Brazen Borrowed here. It does. If we could just hit lands, I don't know. They're playing really fast. They've had so much card draw with this stuff. Extinction Event, that would be sweet. On odd, oh yeah, that's the dream and a half right there. Swings all in. Block here. Gain 5. Is that enough to stay alive? Yeah, it is. Up to 2, and then Bone Crusher. Maybe I'm too cynical about this. Doesn't kill us. Do they have another one? They're slow rolling it. Okay. Come on, Extinction Event. You know you can do it. And then Brazen Borrower kills us. You know what? Draw for Extinction Event. Rude. They had 3 Ugins in hand too. Okay. Good game, sir. I'll let you swing in. Unless you take too long here. Swing in. Okay, thank you. No blocks. Oh, man. Okay, they had a busted hand first off. Like, everything else is going on there. So we had one... All we needed was one Extinction Event and all of that to have a chance. Maybe I could have dug for it a little bit deeper, but... Lame sauce. Up against Yanni Walker, and we're on the play, so we have ramp on turn 3, so we keep, I suppose. Pass the Lockthwain, pass the turn. We can Maze Mine Tome for a fast land. Faster land. Oops, wrong one. All right, that at least does it for us. All right, so Maze Mine Tome, pass the turn. Now we can start digging for threats, I suppose. Okay, not rogues. I can actually play that game then, instead of scooping every time. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep a threat. All right, bolt ourselves, cultivate. This also brings in our Castle Lockthwain untapped, so it's better to cultivate than Lanorel's Visionary here for sure. Pass the turn. Next turn, what are we doing? We have 5 mana. Found a conundrum. That's like the only time that we're going to bring in more stuff, so we'd have to be careful with our Fabled Passage and Lotus Cobra. So Lotus Cobra, honestly, doesn't do much for us anymore. We're gonna get up to 6 mana anyway. So I think we're just drawing an extra card here. So Fabled Passage, Llanowar Visionary. Do not crack the Fabled Passage here. Gotta remember that. Pass the turn. Are they stuck on lands right now? Elspeth's Nightmare. Okay, grab a forest. Draw a card. And don't hit land. We want them to stay away from Elspeth Conqueror's Death for the Garruk. If we can get out a few creatures beforehand, bummer. All right, well, still the best play. Garruk.
You cannot run or hide.
Pass the turn. Six, 7, 8. So we can get up to Ugin, so finding Ugin before too long would be pretty nice. Doom Foretold. Finding Ugin will be very nice. Actually, maybe I leave this up for it to be sacrificed, right? Yeah, so don't use the Maze Mind Tome. Got it. Yeah, sacrifice there. Not sure how often Bloodchief's Thirst is going to be useful here. Yeah, I can kill a few things, but we have some other card draw things to play. Let's go Scry to see if I want to use Cling to Dust. That's an Ugin on top. I can do that at instant speed to draw it, so if there's any other issues that come up. So Florahedron comes out. I can also cast a Lockthwain draw. I'm going to try to make him, like, force him to have an answer for this Garruk. It's just going to get 2 out of hand. Okay, down to 20. Doom Foretold. Sacks the Confounding Conundrum, probably. Not very good here. Exile our Graveyard. Yeah, that's fine. If I had had 5 mana, I probably would have Clinked to Dust twice there. Extinction Event hits this guy, so then Garruk dies. Okay. Actually, man, Ugin's not that great if we don't just put anything out for the Doom Foretold. We need to find something else to play for next turn then, so let's go ahead and Cling to Dust. Maybe hitting Elswith's Nightmare is better, because, okay, oh wait, maybe Ugin is better. Yeah, so Garruk dies. We can... Man, Disruption is so bad for us here. Is it better just to draw cards with Castle Lockthwain? Please don't get countered. They still haven't shown Elswith Conquers Death. They don't have a permanent yet. They could have Omen of the Sea. So -4. They did show some sort of response, right? Yeah, so let's go ahead and just -4. And then if they have Omen, that's fine. Dance of the Manse is definitely something to be scared of. They also can't get this back now with Dance of the Manse. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Doom Foretold. Crap. This was Nightmare. Crap. Yeah, all right. Let's actually... Hang on, I wanted to draw there. Well, that's better.
Stay on the trail.
I mean, Garruk dies. We at least get some creatures out. Treacherous Blessing, yeah. This one's probably over. This is the issue with playing mid-range against control. We are a control-y type of deck-ish, kind of. But we win with like mid-range type of feel at the end step, where just throw out big bodies. Doom Foretold definitely shuts us down really hardcore with this. Nothing that we can flash in, unfortunately. Draw. Go to main phase. Temple Malady. That's not the worst thing for us to do. Pass the turn. Dance of the Manse says, Dance of the Manse give him haste. I can't remember. Extinction Event will be pretty nice for that. Shark Typhoon. Okay, resolve, discard a card. I guess Blood Chief's Thirst. That's the thing we wanted to hit with the Turn Timber Symbiosis. Dang it. That's like the only good thing to hit too. I was kind of hoping we could find that. Llanowar Visionary wouldn't be the worst either though. And honestly, we're probably going to have the Extinction event for the Shark Typhoon soon anyway. And Dance of the Manse. So, hey, another Gargoth. Sweet. Crew mana costs 3 or less. It gets more. Probably willing to trade off. And has Shatter the Sky. That's fine. Okay. Okay, up to 13. Found a Conundrum. Vanishing Light. Come on, Ugin. Ugin would be amazing here. Have we already shown them an Ugin? Yeah. That's right, we already played it. Alright, Confounding Conundrum's a little bit annoying, but... Cultivate. Forest Swamp. Bring out the Swamp. Maybe it's just Extinction event on even. We can take 5, right? That's not that big of a deal. Let's draw more cards. Actually here, let's play this out. Bring back a Temple of Malady. Get some more scries later. And we'll get rid of Doom Foretold. Maybe Treacherous Blessing, actually. Okay, pass the turn. Extinction event is definitely our trump card right now. To actually still even be in this game. Because we're hoping for a big Dance of the Manse. Now we're going to have to do it sooner. I don't know if we're hoping for a big Dance of the Manse, but it's a thing that we could do. It kills the Wolfie. Swings for 5, down to 7. Extinction event on even. I think we have enough to then play... Gargaroth. Okay, Extinction event. Even. Gargaroth. Temple of Malady. I know it's Malady. It's all good, peoples. Pass the turn. Yeah, gets rid of Bloodchief's Thirst. Fill in the graveyard for another Cling to Dust. We basically, if we get to Ugin and get rid of a lot of their stuff, we have a shot. Down to 25 cards left. Dance of the Manse into Ugin. I mean, that would be pretty sweet. Like, if they want to Dance of the Manse now, yeah. Omen of the Sea. Draws more. Treacherous Blessing is doing damage to him right now, right? Okay. Doom Foretold. Ah, for the love. Come on, Ugin. That puts 5 in the graveyard. We need 1 more to Cling to the Dust. We're dead if we don't find Ugin or Extinction event anyway. Yeah, resolve. So dumb. All right, that's an Ugin. That is an Ugin. All right, X6.
An opportunity to act rash.
That's huge. I mean, let's see if they get Dance of the Mance after this. But we have a shot. Pass the turn. Down to 21 cards left. You have to kill us before you mill yourself out now too. That was huge. Down to 4. Like they took a lot of damage on that turn too. Extinction Event. Yeah, they got to do that. If they have another, let's just draw a card here. Fabled Passage. We can Cling to Dust with the Fabled Passage. Doom Foretold. Okay. Down to 6. Cling to Dust. Is there even any creatures to hit? No, I don't think so. So what are the things we don't want them to hit the most? I guess Treacherous Blessing is something we want them to hit now with the Dance of the Mance. So we take out the Elspeth's Nightmares, maybe? Yeah, they draw more cards, but it also does damage to them. Okay, Dance of the Mance X3. We gotta be setting up for a bigger Dance of the Mance, right? Lotus Cobra. And bring back Agadeem's Awakening and hit what? Potentially a Gargaroth, I guess. Do I have Turn to Mercy? No, I played that one. Resolve. Bring back Agadeem's Awakening. Black mana. All that I hit is Gargaroth. They've already shown they have many, many answers for that. But is that the worst thing ever? I guess not. All right, X6. And we still have Cling to Dust. Actually, no, because I'm bringing this back, huh? Oh, yeah, we still have to Cling to Dust. Okay, pass the turn. Do Foretold. These are both just discarding stuff, right? Okay. Okay, so before the exile, we need to Cling to Dust. And again, we're just trying to slow the game down because I think that we're going to probably get there through mill more than us. Well, I mean, one more turn and we get them. They've already used a lot of their tricks. That's a Seagate Restoration. That's a Desperate Dig. I mean, that's a pretty big dig. Vanishing Light. Okay. Doom Foretold gets the Cobra. Yep. We have one more Ugin, I think, to find. Found a Conundrum. Okay, Cling to Dust. Get rid of... I guess Confounding... Actually, Confounding Conundrum is maybe one that we wanted. So, we want them to draw cards. I know it sounds... Dang it, what am I doing? I'm trying to target, I thought it was Doom Foretold for a second. All right, Birth of Meletis. So yeah, ways for them to draw cards is what we want their cards in hand and us to be able to have something to do. Cling to Dust. Draw.
I leave you to your doom.
Agonizing Remorse. That does 1 damage to us. But so would keeping it in hand here. So... Agonizing Remorse. You can take out the Dance of the Mance. Do we care about that right now? 14 cards left. Doom Foretold and the token is the only thing that they've got going for them. We have to discard this Heartless Act unless we draw a card. So maybe we do just take that out. If they find another one, sure. But they don't have a finisher yet, besides another like shark token maybe. Okay, draw now. I know this hurts a little bit, but pass the turn now. Ooh, extinction event. Okay, so we have to take a hit from Doom Foretold. Exile our graveyard. Cling to Dust goes away. Yep. It's been Cling to Dust has been a hero in this matchup, by the way. It's been awesome. Castle Lockthwain does kill us here, so don't do that. That's bad. Does this deal 2 as well? Lose 2 life, so we go down to 1. Yeah, so no more card draw with Castle Lockthwain ever again. Never, ever, ever. Another Doom Foretold also probably kills us. Keeps 1 on top. That's probably Shark Typhoon then, so then we'd probably get rid of Heartless Act, which we're gonna have to fire off anyway. Pass to my turn. Maze Mind Tome, I think, is something would be happy to draw too. So we have to discard. They have Extinction Event as well. Drop Extinction Event down to 1. A blocker. Dude, this... Wait, why didn't I play the Florahedron? What was I thinking? And there's Shark Typhoon. Alright. Good game. I could have played the Florahedron as a blocker, chump blocker, and then done that. They would have Banishing Light as well, though. Yeah, we didn't have anything off the top. Oh, man. Some misplays, but at the same time, we had no way out. And so, it's all good. I'm not sure when it's coming to Arena, honestly. I don't think it's actually been released yet. There's speculations, but I've not seen anything like conclusive. All right, up against Issei, and up against a Lurrus deck. I really like having this much removal. Like, honestly, if we're gonna keep a 2-land hand, this is the kind of 2-land hand I'm okay with keeping. Lots of removal, Agonizing Remorse for a Lurrus deck. We're gonna go ahead and keep it. Fable Passage, pass the turn, especially on the play where we can Blood Chief's Thirst right away, Heartless Sack the turn after. It's a Rogue's deck. Yep. We are filling our graveyard a little bit quicker for them. Let's grab, Swamp. Untap land for like Maze Mind Tome would be nice here. Nope. All right, pass the turn. Ruin Crab. Ugh. Curse you out the heck. Watch him mill over 3 lands now. Just 2 and a ramp spell. We will absolutely kill Ruin Crab as soon as we can. Hopefully we get land so we can Maze Mind Tome and play Blood Chief's Thirst. Agonizing Remorse might be worthwhile here. Maze Mind Tome, I can scry to see if I can hit the land off the top. That's right now more important than just killing this. Hopefully they don't go Ruin Crab, Fable Passage, or like double Ruin Crab, Fable Passage. That would be a very bad thing. Cling to Dust. Okay, that's nice. Exiles 5 other cards, so it takes 6 cards. Well, it puts itself back in the graveyard, so it takes 5 cards out of the graveyard. All right, stop on my upkeep here as well. We're gonna scry now. To the bottom. Yeah, I think we scry again. Definitely need to hit this as a land. All right, there we go. Keep it on top. Okay, they didn't flash something in there. That would have been really bad. All right, so Blood Chief's Thirst. Kill the Ruin Crab. Stop on our upkeep to make sure we hit another land. And let's go ahead and Agonizing Remorse. It's probably actually taking out Into the Story. Lurrus can bring back the Ruin Crab, but we have other answers for that. So I think it actually is just stopping them from having card draw. That's huge for us. Down to 19, pass the turn. The sad part is I'm not sure if I'll even put this into the video because I'm playing up against rogues, but I feel like we're actually having a decent start at the moment. We'll see, of course. All right, scry. Dig for land. Yeah, that's good. That's actually really good here. Draw. Because we have to land our visionary as well. Go to main phase. Scry to see what we want on top. I think, honestly, we probably just want another land. That counts. Yeah, they have removal. That's fine. No big deal. That's why we wanted to land here. Bolting ourselves will hurt, but against this deck, when they haven't shown any actual creatures yet, I'm okay. Vivien will probably die to Bloodchief's Thirst right away. And hopefully they kill the other token as well, and then we can play the other one. So, bolt this in. Actually, wait a second. Do I want to just cling to dust this turn and like take out the Ruin Crab? Just slow the game down a smidge. Empty our graveyard so that we can actually... Well, it doesn't empty it that much. Let's go for Vivien. We haven't seen any counterspells yet, and I was just thinking that these are probably counterspells now. Yeah. Bummer. So Cling to Dust probably was the better play. Soaring Thought Thief. Heartless Act. Draw, so... Yeah, don't use this just yet. Swings in. Especially because they mill. 2 more lands. Showing no... Ooh, we get to kill a Luris? Oh, come on. You know you want to bring him out. Okay, go to my turn. This is a turn we can play out Vivien. Keep that on top, actually, because I want it to get milled. So Bloodchief's Thirst definitely hurts us. They played Luris. We can get a pretty big extinction event if they don't draw into anything else. So let's go ahead and go for Reach. Pass the turn. So here's the goal. So their best plays right now is to kick a Bloodchief's Thirst. They have enough mana to then play Luris now. So I'm guessing that's what they do. Yeah, they played out the other lands, so we know it's all in their hand. So then Extinction Event or Heartless Act is pretty sweet for us. Okay, there we go. So they go for the Bloodchief's Thirst instead. So then we go Heartless Act? Yeah. What's the most likely thing for them to play out? Ruin Crab? Or this guy? I guess this one actually does damage. Pass my turn. Yeah, let's draw. Gain some life back. Do I want to just cling to dust here? Yeah, so let's Heartless Act. I don't have enough for Cling to Dust, do I? Alright. Lotus Cobra, pass the turn. Into the story. Dang it. That's bad. Plays out land, plays out Luris, and then Ruin Crab? Or just want to hold up mana? Yeah, holding up mana. Let's go ahead and Cling to Dust. See if they want to counter this. What do we care about more? Ruin Crab or Soaring Thought Thief? Gains us 3 life. We don't actually get to draw a card with this, though. maybe we don't care about that as much. Extinction event. So let's draw a card here. Do they have a Mac version? At some point they're supposed to. Let's go ahead and just cling to dust again. Yeah, I think that's our best play. Just let's empty or get rid of our graveyard as much as we can. If they keep filling our graveyard, we can do this multiple times a turn as well. All right, another extinction event. Has Heartless Act. All right, that's fine. Guild Thieves and Dude, I can never say that card's name. I don't know why. Our Ugin, first Ugin, Luris brings back Soaring Thought Thief. Extinction events are a little bit awkward when they're different from mana costs, of course, but we have 2 of them, so we should be good. Ugin's also not a bad draw. We have enough to play it. Oh, come on, stop it. Down to 12. Okay, extinction event number 1 on odd. Okay, so we get there at that. And I think it's probably just cling to dust instead of using the other one. I'm fine taking 2 here. We're at 22 cards left. We get a draw. Yeah. Just got to do something. Doesn't really matter. I know I can do this at instant speed. I'm just drawing cards now because if we can find a Blood Chief's Thirst, it would be perfect here. Also before they mill out our last Ugin, things like that. Garruk is nice. Garruk is actually very nice. Soaring Thought Thief number 2. They have 6 damage to swing in with. Extinction event. Do I have enough to extinction event in Garruk? I don't think so. 1 land away. So if we find land, that's definitely a good play. Gargaroth goes away. Everything goes away. Down to 6. Gargaroth is huge too, actually. We can play that and extinction event. All right, extinction event. So now we can pressure 2 different sides of the board here. Does not counter, put it on even. Yeah, Gargaroth. To counter that, that's annoying. Mystical Dispute, okay. But we have to be doing something. We only have 16 cards left. If they have any more mill. Oh, hey, look at that, more mill. Swings in, down to 3. Castle Locthwain, Garruk. 13 cards left.
Foxes. I hunt bigger game.
Do I just want to kill this? Let's create the issue is if they come out with a bunch of
Run or hide.
different stuff. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn. We'll use Cling to Dust here. Yeah, the -3 might have been good just to stop this from having potentially other stuff, but I also need to start pressuring life total. So I can start swinging in and kill this on the next turn and start the clock a little bit earlier because the odds of them finding something else at mills is really high in this. So I think that we had to do that there. Cling to Dust again. Draw another card. Yeah, we're milling ourselves out a little, or yeah, milling ourselves a bit more, but
I leave you to your doom.
find answers. There's another Garruk. All right, hit and draw. Cultivate. Never gonna play you.
You weren't fit to survive.
Swing in. What's our worst thing? Soaring Thought Thief is really annoying now. Counterspell is somewhat annoying. Is it better just to play out another Garruk for more damage? Because we can get out 4 points of damage next turn, 6. We win in 3 turns. Let's see if they have a response. Okay, so there's some sort of response there. We can't use Castle Lockcoin. I have to remember that. I've killed myself with that before. All right, Florahedrons. And we'll just cling to dust. Pass the turn. Hopefully we don't mill ourselves out here. I guess we don't have to draw a card. We can just gain 3 life, right? Into the story. Crap. That's an amazing top deck. Okay, doesn't have a Ruin Crab. Otherwise I wouldn't be using that. Double Soaring Thought Thief to flash in is really, really bad for us. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Ruin Crab. Gain some life.
I have greater matters to attend to.
Ugin. If they flash anything in, Ugin can be nice here.
We are the apex predators.
Also just double cling to dust. Down to 10. 10 on board. Only holds up 2 mana. 9 cards left. We can do... So we have to survive 1 extra turn if I don't Ugin here. Or Garruk. Garruk can hold up Cling to Dust for at least some life gain. Let's try that. Just put more bodies on board. And then Ugin can be like the surprise. I got 3 extra points of damage for you there. Drawn to the lock. All right, Cling to Dust now. Do we draw a card? No, let's gain life 1 more time. All right, now they can't actually counter it.
I didn't expect to be prey.
Sweet, okay. Oh, this is so close. I think we got there, though. Okay, keep this Garruk.
Head on those shoulders.
That's a really wide board. If you can't kill us this turn, we have 9 life now. If you can't mill us out, we're good. Please no, like, they haven't found the 2nd or 3rd Ruin Crab yet, so. Even if it's like 2 Ruin Crabs and a basic land, because they've already played out how many Fabled Passages? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, we got there. Booyah! All right, I know I said I wouldn't put any Rogues decks in, Rogues games, but as far as games go, that was a good one, so I'm going to keep it in there. Up against LDH, and man, if I had 1 green land, which we're obviously going to draw, I am going to, no, we're mulliganing that. Sure. All we have is Agonizing Remorse. I guess Cling to Dust. From a graveyard. So we can actually target our Fabled Passage. So we're going to keep this, put Ugin to the bottom, and lead off with Fabled Passage. You know what? No. We'll lead off like this. Pass the turn. So what does it say? It's just if it's a creature card, gain 3 life, otherwise draw a card. All right, so all right, we're gonna do this. Fabled Passage. I want to get to Lantern Visionary on turn 3. Grab a forest. Pass the turn. We can Cling to Dust our own Fabled Passage. Who is it? Riddle Farm. Okay, sweet. Okay, Cling to Dust. They're gonna have lots of stuff in their graveyard. Whatever. Card draws nice. Fabled Passage? No. In that case, we don't have guaranteed ramp with Lotus Cobra. We could have played out Lotus Cobra and Agonizing Remorse, but I'd rather try to get up to Vivien here. Having reach creatures every turn was huge. If we can do it. And also just being able to play stuff off the top of our deck is cool. All right. Royal Eruption. Down to 17. Ugh. This is a hard one. So if we play out Lotus Cobra, it most likely dies. Like very, very likely, right? But then we can potentially play a 5-drop on the next turn. If we don't do it, then what do we play? Nothing on the next turn. We have all the 5-drops anyway. So we're just going to play out the Lotus Cobra. It has the highest upside, and there's always a chance they just want to do something other than kill Lotus Cobras. We already showed that we didn't play to land here, so okay. Whoa. What? How did that happen? Darn it. Oh, yeah. We have very good cards against this deck. We just have none of them in our hand, and we also have not ramped. Ah, see? It would have been good. All right, Agonizing Remorse. We can actually exile the Frantic Inventories. Sure. I mean, exiling it's better than not doing that, so I mean, I guess we do that. Plays out Bone Crusher and Crash Through. There's no reason to pump up too much just yet with what we have on board. I guess technically cracking that was wrong. Entering maintenance soon. Good to know. Down to 7. Sorry, down to 6. Doing 7. Extinction Event, come on, you know you want to be there. And we'll just say good game. We found none of our stuff. This is the issue of playing ramp, is sometimes, like, even though we really don't have that many top end stuff, that's just bad. All right, so in the wrap up for Vivien wrap, I like this deck. I think it's fun. We definitely did not do as well this one. I insta scoop to any rogues deck that I ran up against, except for the one that I showed, because you guys have showed me that only 80% of you actually care about watching rogues games, which we did win the one rogues game we ran up against, so that was nice. The deck is fun. I think it's good, powerful, all that stuff. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.